Hey guys, welcome back to the house. I'm Mel. I'm your host for this YouTube channel. We call it Cars and Cologne. Well, I had to get my spring 2024 list together. I wanted to get it done, get it knocked out last week, but it was your boy's birthday. So my wife took me down to Florida, down to Siesta Key. We stayed on the beach. We enjoyed ourselves. Got to be beach bums. Got to watch my boys play and spend some time with my wife, which is always a great time to be had. But like I said, I wanted to get my spring 2024 list together, so I have 10 designer fragrances that I want to bring to you. I'm going to let the intro play. Like, comment, subscribe, and hopefully if you get some information that you like, you'll consider becoming a member. Okay, this is Cars and Cologne. I'm your host Mel. Let the intro play and I will catch you guys on the other side. Stay tuned. Okay family, first up I have a good one, and everything on this list is something that I actually wear during this time of year. Spring is a really nice, beautiful, fragrant time of year. The buds are blooming, the flowers are blooming, the grass is, turning back green, because mine is brown right now, but it's turning back green, and all these fragrances are in the air. Well, I really enjoy spring. My favorite time of year is fall and winter because there are no bugs, but mainly fall because of the colors. But spring is a fantastic time of year because all the fragrances are mingling in the air. So I got 10 fragrances together for a designer list to help give you guys some ideas of something to look out for. Very cost effective. You should be able to find some I found at rack stores. A lot of these I got from Marshalls, some from Macy's and Dillard's, but in between those three stores you might be able to find everything on this list. Well, first up, one of my favorites from the House of Banana Republic. It will always make my spring list. It is reminiscent of Acqua Di Vintage, the original, but it holds its own. This is Black Walnut from Banana Republic. Woody accords, tobacco, sweet, warm, spicy. You get all of this stuff in here. This is a really nice, fantastic fragrance. There we go. You could easily wear this every day in the springtime and maybe into the summer. It's Banana Republic Black Walnut. Next up, from the same house, Banana Republic. Okay, like I said, this is from the same house. It's a little darker, but I think that it still goes with the springtime vibe. It's a little darker, but it's not really heavy. It's a little heavier than Black Walnut, but it holds its own. This is Cardovan Vintage Cardovan from Banana Republic. It looks like it would be ambery, but it's really not. It's really fragrant. It's really deep, especially for the price point. I think I got this for maybe $20, $25. I really enjoyed it. I just picked it up a few weeks ago, but when I smelled it, I had to put it on this list because it's light enough for the springtime. Next up, guys, this could easily fall into a summertime fragrance, and the reason I say that is because it has a citrus top note, but it also has lavender in the accords, aquatic, woods, a little musky, green and spicy. This is Sky from Perry Ellis. This is Sky from Perry Ellis. Now, I hadn't purchased any Perry Ellis fragrances aside from, you know, years ago when I started my collection. This came out a few years ago. This is really aromatic. It has how they pull the lavender and the citruses together to make this smell so airy and fresh. I really enjoy. The bottle is kind of dark. But maybe you can see, yeah, you can see I put a little bit of a dent in it. When I got it last year, yeah, I was really rocking this thing because it smells great. And another thing about this list, I tried to put some fragrances together that don't smell generic. So they're not really alcohol heavy. Price point says one thing, but the juice says something else. Okay, so I hope that helps you guys out. Again, this is Sky from the house of Perry Ellis. Next up. Okay, I deal in honesty. Okay, I deal in honesty. I don't like, or I'm not a big fan of every single fragrance that I buy. A lot of it I get because just because one person feels a certain way about it doesn't necessarily mean I will. I am a big fan of the original Acqua Di Gio. I mean, it's still on fire to this day, and it came out, I believe, back in 95, 96, and it's still holding its own to this day. Well, they came out last year with Acqua Di Gio Eau de Parfum. It has marine accords, lavender woods, a little salty. I wasn't a big fan of it. I'm being honest with you guys. I smelled it, and it smelled a little stale to me. But I gave it some time. Fragrances maturate. Keep that in mind. Fragrances maturate. And this maturated. When I was going through my list of what I wanted to put together, I looked at it. I was like, you know, let me give it a chance. Let me see what it smells like. And I am a proponent of the Eau de Parfum now. Again, I'm not an advocate of just going out, spending your money, buying stuff just because you can. Hey, I'm not trying to pocket watch, but this list here in particular is for those who cannot go out and just, you know, blow that type of money on some scented water. Shout out to Dan. Okay, next up. Okay guys, this is from the house of Hermes. It is H24. Aromatic, metallic, floral, spicy, minerals, woods, is green, which is why it's on this list. It says amber. I don't pick up any dark notes in it. What really caught my attention was the green in here. The green really stands out. It's really fresh. It's really gravitational. It pulls you in. I really enjoy this is the original H24. They have since come out with a parfum version. It's okay. A little too green for my taste. But this one here, they really hit the mark on it. It's H24 from Hermes. Next up. Okay guys, from the house of John Varvatos, Artisan Blu is in the wrong bottle. All this tweed and all this stuff right here, this stuff should have been green, because that's all you get. You get green, green, green. It says citruses, woods, herbal, lavender. I don't get any lavender. All I smell is green. It literally smells like fresh cut grass. This is one of the heavier green fragrances that I own. This will be greater for the schizophrenic weather that springtime goes through, where you know you got hot days and cold days. It's raining, it's warm. You know, one second the sun's out, the next second it's pouring down raining. Well, anyway, here in Georgia it's like that. But this here, this will be one that it can be a catch-all. You don't have to, it's not chokingly heavy, but it holds its own. You can spray it. Now again, this is one that you're gonna get some time out of it. You'll get a good solid 6 or 7 hours out of this before it becomes a skin scent. This is one of their best. This one and a few others from that house, John Varvatos, Artisan Blu, is a great one. If you can get your hands on it, this is one that I suggest you hurry up and pick up for the springtime weather. It will not break the bank. Next up, okay, we've got white Moroccan leather from the house of Habibi. Amber woods, iris leather, a bit animalic, spicy, smoky. I don't get any smoke, but I get the greens in here. And what's really dear, and I did a review on this a few years ago. What really stands out about this fragrance to me is how they put everything together. It's a bit arid, in my opinion. It's a bit dry, especially for this weather here. But it's a really nice, subtle. It puts me in a mindset of Molecule 01. How you'll stop smelling it after a while, but you'll have somebody walk by and ask you what it is you're wearing. Habibi does a great job on their fragrances. They actually sent me a gift set, and when I reach 500 subscribers, that's what I'll be giving away, the gift set that they sent me. So guys, help me hit that mark, and if you can, you will be the lucky recipient of a white Moroccan leather from the house of Habibi. Next up, okay, as I mentioned earlier, I listen to other reviewers. There are some reviewers that they put out some good product, okay, can't dispute that. But I am also one that I need to judge for myself. I appreciate it. I try to get different opinions on different things, and that's not just on cologne, that's cars and anything else. Anything I need some information on, I'm going to look up the reviews, then I'll go do my own research on it. This one didn't get, it was kind of split. You got favorable reviews and you got people who said it smelled too generic. I went and got a bottle for myself. What am I talking about? Night Vision EDP from Viktor & Rolf. Warm, spicy, citrusy, vanillic, sweet, herbal, and green. And you get all of that. You get all of that amalgamation in this fragrance. It's really nice. It's really subtle. It's one for the springtime. Whatever you're doing for that day, this is one that you can rock out and you'll smell nice. I would take it with me just to refresh after a while if you got something to do after work or whatever you're doing that day. After 4 or 5 hours, it becomes a skin scent. You might want to reapply. But this is a good, nice, green, subtle fragrance that you can rock out during the springtime weather. It is a Night Vision EDP from Viktor & Rolf. Got 2 more for you. Stay tuned. The house of Burberry is known for putting out some really nice fragrances. One of my favorite fragrances from that house is Burberry London. It puts me in the mindset of wintertime, meaning Christmas time, which again is one of my favorite times of year. But we got Hero, which came out. I wasn't a big fan of that. It smelled a little bit too generic for me. But then they came out with Hero Eau de Parfum. This one right here, guys, it's a must-have. Ambers, wood, spicy, balsamic, aromatic, and smoky. And this is one where the accords come together in that order. Of course, I have the list of notes, the note breakdown on here and everything, but I really like to look at the accords. Remember, accords are how notes are put together. Okay, so they put these notes together to make it smell a certain way. And when I got my nose on this, I had to buy it. They have a new one that came out March 1st. I have not picked up my bottle yet because, again, like I said, I was on vacation. I spent a long time down in Florida and I enjoyed myself. but I will be getting that. I will be giving you guys a review of it. But for now, for this springtime weather outside, when it's cool and then it's warm and then it's cool again, Burberry Hero Eau de Parfum will not let you down. And last on my designer list for the springtime of 2024, give me a second. A few weeks ago, I did some videos on clones and clone houses, and I really enjoy this fragrance here. It's one of my favorites. I know I'm going to go through this bottle at some point, and I'm actually debating buying another bottle so I don't go through what it's a duplicate of. Sillage from the house of Armaf. Armaf puts out some really banging fragrances. They really do a great job. They really do a great job. On the top, you've got the bergamot, blackcurrant, violet, lemon, lime, and ginger. And Silver Mountain Water, which this is a duplicate of, has this really effervescent, inky top note. Well, this one doesn't have that inky top note. This one is actually a little bit better on this opening because you don't have to get past that inky top note. The citruses in here really bring this fragrance together. It captures your olfactive senses. I've worn this and I get as much compliments and questions from Sillage as I do from Club de Nuit Intense Man, or CDIM. I don't get the middle part is floral. I don't really pick up any jasmine or rose in here. But when it dries down, the musk, the ambroxan, the sandalwood, and the cedar, you get that aromatic cedar kind of sweet smell. It is a beautiful fragrance. Armaf did an excellent job on this. Now, I'm a fan of Silver Mountain Water. It's one of my favorites from the House of Creed. But again, you know, the bottle I got was $400. This right here was $30 bucks. Guys, if you can get it off Amazon and start spraying, and let me know what you think. Okay, that's my top 10 list for the spring of 2024. You guys let me know what you think in the comments. Like, comment, subscribe. I really appreciate each and every one of you for reaching out to me. I got your messages while I was on vacation, and I still answered because you guys really do mean something to me. I didn't think anybody would get my channel, and the fact that almost 500 people do really blows my mind. Seriously, I appreciate each and every one of you. This is the CNC family. This is Cars and Cologne family over here. I want you guys to have an excellent week. I hope your year started out fantastic, and understand you are a great person. Okay? Speak that to yourself. It doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. I believe each and every one of you out there are great. You're great, especially in my eyes. Welcome to the Cars and Cologne family. I'm your host, Mel. You guys take care. Peace and God bless.